Hey y'all, this is Mr. Flowers. Today we're going to be talking about citing a book in MLA format. Without further ado, let's get into it. So we cite sources for two main reasons, that being avoiding plagiarism and for supporting our argument. Citing our sources makes us better writers. It's a good practice to do. Not only does it make us better writers, but I mean, plagiarism is essentially stealing. So if we can avoid that, that's usually pretty good, especially considering the ramifications and consequences that can follow if we are caught plagiarizing. Um, you can get a 0 on the assignment, or you can fail the class. You can be expelled from a university, depending on how drastic it is. So it's something to be taken seriously for sure. And keep in mind, it's easy to catch plagiarism. Maybe you can sneak some plagiarism by me, but you're not going to get it past AI. And that's there's all kinds of software to catch plagiarism in writing. So be cautious of that. You will get caught. So we don't want to get caught. We don't want to be thieves. Let's cite our sources. That's how we avoid it. We give the credit to where the credit is due. If we use someone else's content to sharpen our argument, we need to give them credit for what they've done. So we cite the sources. In this instance, we're going to be using MLA format, and we're going to be citing a book. There are all kinds of different formats, and then there's also all kinds of different sources. So I mean, it could be a book, it could be a movie, it could be a website. You can use different formats like Chicago or MLA, right? Or APA, all kinds of options. But like I said, today we're just introduction MLA format with a book. Keep it straightforward, right? So step one, choose a source. We're going to use a book. We're actually going to use one of my favorite books, Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury. So once we've chosen a source, we're going to write down the author of that source. So Bradbury, comma, Ray. Should look something like this. And it's not much, but we're getting there. We're building it. So next we're going to add the title. So in this case, it's Fahrenheit 451. We're going to italicize the title and put it after the author's name. So here's what we got. Getting better, okay. Now we're going to write down the publication information. So that is the publisher and the date of publication. So here we have one of my favorite logos, actually, but it's the Random House Publishing Group. And there's the date of publication. So we're going to add that to the end, and there you go. That's your citation for Fahrenheit 451 in MLA format. Now, that one is easy, but like I said earlier, there's all kinds of different writing sources cited styles. There's all kinds of formats you can use. There's all kinds of sources that you can cite. And the Purdue Online Writing Lab is fantastic. I think it's called Purdue OWL as well. It's just an acronym, but fantastic resource if you have a specific source that you need to know how to cite. That'll help you do it. That'll get you there. It has just about anything you can imagine and how to cite it. Now, if you're like me and you like staying organized and having everything in one place and knowing that it's going to be done properly, and you like removing the human error, I use Citation Machine quite a bit. It lets you plug in your citations and it formats it all for you. In addition, it keeps them all together. It'll alphabetize them and keep them handy. So that way, whenever you are finished with your paper, you can just upload an already alphabetized bibliography ready to go. So I love that. Highly recommend it. Keeps you safe. Right now, I'm currently using Zoom to create this screencast. In addition to that, here's the other sources. We have, of course, Citation Machine and Purdue OWL, but also all the places that I got some of these fantastic graphics. And thank you to these sources for giving me such good content for a Google Slides presentation. Thank you very much. Good luck in your citation endeavors.